G'day guys, how you doing? This video is a quick video just to show you how I got to 5 consecutive wins in the PvP event and how you can too. So this is my profile, here is my emblem, I've got it, here's the proof. I'm not just talking crap. And I've also cleared the event, which was for 15 wins, event achievements all done. As you can see, 6 days left on the event.
What's up guys, it's me Mochi. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so I can eat.
You might be running your favorite deck, or you might be running a certain deck and noticing that you're running into the same handful of decks over and over again. Now, the most popular decks you're probably going to see, number one, first and foremost, is this guy. Everyone knows this deck. It is, without a doubt, the strongest deck. Probably the only S tier. If you were going to rank Pokemon decks from S to F, this is probably the only S tier deck in the entire game. Pikachu, Charizard, Starmie, A tier. This deck is S tier. Extremely hard to stop. And it's just a really good deck. If you want to run this deck, you might get to your 5 wins, but you got to remember, you're going to be running into other players running this deck. You're going to be running into Starmie and Pikachu a lot, which also kind of counter this deck. But it is one of the decks to beat. Then you've got the Pikachu EX deck. Now, there's a couple of variants. There's obviously this variant here, which is probably most popular at the moment, which involves using Surge and Magneton with your Pika EXs to get Raichu as well. It's an extremely popular deck. The other variant is just mostly using Electrode. Voltorb, Electrode plus Pikachu EX, and it's a lot cleaner with just a few more trainer cards, potions, etc. The other deck you'll be seeing a lot is Starmie. Now, Starmie is probably one of the best decks to get fast wins. Turn 1 Misty, I hate it, but admittedly, if you do get it and you pull it off, you can win games pretty much instantly. It's also very good against Mewtwo, and it can beat Pikachu. But on average, you'll probably lose to Pikachu if you're facing Pikachu and you get turn 1. Pikachu will probably clean you up, but you can definitely win. And probably the new kid on the block, but maybe one of the best new decks. Well, it's not super new. It has been cleaning up in tournaments for a little while. It is Charizard plus Arcanine. Now, there's a couple of variations of this. This is the single Arcanine variation, which I prefer, and I think a lot of people prefer. It gives you an extra potion, and I think an extra Sabrina, usually, or an extra X speed. There is a version where people drop an X speed potion or Sabrina and run double Arcanine and double Growlithe, but I think this version is probably a little more balanced. I ran none of these decks. I did not run a single one of these meta decks that I've just shown you. I didn't run Charcanine, I didn't run Starmie, I didn't run Pika, I didn't run Mewtwo. I ran none of these decks. And why? Well, because these decks all kind of counter each other. Like, Pika's good against Starmie, Starmie's good against Zard, Pika's good against Mewtwo, Starmie's good against Mewtwo. So like it's kind of like Mewtwo's probably the one that's good against them all if you get the right cards. But generally, I would say that Pika and Starmie do clap Mewtwo if Mewtwo can't get Guardia. Now, the deck that I ran my Britney Spears deck. I call it Britney Spears because it's both toxic and it's got singing. This deck got me my 5 wins very easily. I beat all of these decks that I just showed you. I beat a Mewtwo, I beat a Pika, I beat a Starmie, I beat a Charcanine. All these decks, this guy right here can take care of. And I would say another alternative to this is just running like a Team Rocket deck. So like Wheezing plus Arbok. Wheezing is super, super good against all these decks. With the poison control, can take care of most of these decks if you know how to play the deck. You know how to use Koga. You know how to make this deck do a lot of work. This deck, yes, is off meta, but off meta is sometimes what you need to beat meta. You're going to run into these same decks all the time. And look, you won't win 5 in a row without some luck. Don't get me wrong. This game is very, very much about luck. No one can tell you otherwise. You go turn 2, great. You go turn 1, slight disadvantage depending on the deck you're running. You get bad draws, unlucky. But this deck right here is very consistent and very good against the meta. Like I said, I've beaten all those decks before and I got my 5 wins playing this deck and this deck only. This was just a really quick video. I don't have any game to show you. I have a video on this deck on my channel, which I'll put above my head right now, which you can watch. It's a very good deck. Between the Wiggly, Tough, and Jigglypuff Sleep, and the Poison, which stack, by the way, it's a very good deck. It takes care of the meta really easily. Of course, it loses to the meta too. I'm not saying this deck always wins. That is a lie. Anyone that says their deck wins every single game is lying because RNG happens. But just a quick video, guys, to show off the deck I used to get my 5 wins. And I wish you guys all the best on your journey to 5 wins. And I will say, if you're getting to 3 wins, 4 wins, and losing consistently, it's not you. It's just RNG. If it's getting to you, just put the game down, have a break, go for a walk, walkie dog, pet your cat, kiss a loved one, call your mother. I don't know. Just step away. It's around for 6 days. You've got plenty of time to get it done. And if you don't get it done, remember, it's just a trophy. There will be other trophies that come out in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks that you'll want more than this trophy. It's just a game. So don't get too stressed about it. I know I'm a competitive beast. I smashed it out and I'm sure you'll get there too, but just don't let it affect your mental health or anything like that. But that's it, guys. That's the video. If you enjoyed this little video, it's just a casual one. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification before the next one. And for me and my cute little dog, have a fantastic day.